To all those people watching, I like to remind everyone that this video is not made for kids. It's for older fans and adults. Enjoy the fucking video! In summer, holidaymakers flock to the beaches to cool off from the heat of the sun. Harwick is one of these places that passengers flock to, on Daisy the diesel rail car. She loves this time of the year, but this year the hot weather was intense and the workload of passengers was getting fuller and fuller by the ton. This wasn't the only job she had to do. Often before her passenger run, she has to take a van full of letters and parcels for Hugh to take to the sorting office at Kelsport Road. And of course that too was very heavy for her to take as well. At last she had enough. "I need a holiday," she groaned one morning. "Daisy, you know I just can't have holidays. If we have holidays like the passengers do, then how else can they get to their destinations? That's easy. They have their cars and buses. They should take care of the workload." "Oh, Daisy," sighed Ryan, and he puffed away. Daisy arrived at the big station as usual with her mail van. Just then, Worsdale puffed past pulling Hero. "Hero, where are you going?" "To the works. I humble boilering." "So you're going on holiday?" "I guess," chuckled Hero. As Hero and Worsdale disappeared around the corner, Daisy was given an idea. Hello everybody, welcome to the island of Sodor. The next day, Daisy was groaning once her driver came to the shed to start work. "Oh dear, my motor is feeling rather funny," she groaned. The driver went to look at her engine, and then he started her up. But instead of hearing a spluttering engine, her motor started smoothly without any problem. "Sure sounds fine to me," he said. "Schwat!" she huffed. But the next day, when her driver returned to work again, she said, "Don't start me up, driver." "Why not?" he asked. "My springs are getting rusty, and if I move at a fast pace, I'll have them loose." Her driver then looked under Daisy and found nothing. "Your springs are fine, Daisy. In fact, they are as good as gold in my book." "Grrr," she growled. Then the next day she then said, "My coupling hook is broken from pulling that mail van yesterday, sir. I'll have to go to the works." "Oh, every day is another excuse for you to have a holiday, Daisy. Annoy the little bland since Hero left for the works because of his boiler ache. All your excuses have to late our work each morning, and I am for one getting sick of it. There's nothing wrong with you." Daisy was disappointed, but she knew her driver was right, and she rolled away to collect her mail van. Later that day, she met Duck at the big station. "Hello, Daisy. What's with a long face?" Daisy mentioned her various ideas so she could have a holiday. "Ho, Duck chortled. I understand what it's like to have a holiday. One summer the Little Western was blocked by a landslide, and I had to stay in the shed for a while until the line was cleared. At first it was nice to have a bit of a break, but as the week got longer and longer, they started to get quite boring. You should be lucky that you get to move around, Daisy. Some engines don't have it easy, you know." Daisy went on with her work, trying not to think about holidays. But then something unexpected happened. As she rolled into Harwick, her driver applied the brakes, but nothing happened. Daisy noticed this as well and was rather shocked as they came nearer and nearer to the bus stop. "Driver, stop!" she wailed. I'm trying! He then turned off her engine, but it was too late. "Ouch!" she wailed. Emergency services came to see if any of the passengers were hurt. Miraculously, Daisy's driver and her passengers were not hurt. The fat controller came to see her as well. "Daisy, you'll have to go to the works to have your brakes mended. I'll send Douglas to take you there." "Yes, sir," replied Daisy sadly. "Cheer up," replied the fat controller. "You've been working extra hard so far during the summer, and I'm very pleased with you. Your driver had told me about your little fibs just to use as an excuse for a holiday. And while I don't approve of lying on my railway, I think you at least deserve a break since you haven't been fibbing recently." "Oh, thank you, sir," replied Daisy happily. Later, Douglas shunted her into a siding once they reached the works. The workshop was very busy dealing with other engines, coaches and trucks who were in need of repairs, and Daisy was left in the siding for her turn. "Feels good to have a bit of a break," she said to herself. "I don't mind a bit of waiting." But seconds turned into minutes, and minutes turned into hours, and hours had turned into days, and days had turned into weeks. Daisy was now becoming bored, and soon understand what Duck had told her a few weeks before. "Can I please know when it's my turn?" she said to a workman crossly. "I have been out in this stinking heat for weeks now, and the patience under this blazing sun is really making me lose my temper. Please, when is it my turn?" "Today." "Oh, thank you," she replied calmly. Daisy was then transferred to the shed and set to work at once. When she was fitted with new brakes, she made her way back to Harwick. She was given a great reception. "Oh my, thank you all." "Welcome back, Daisy," whistled Duck. "How was your holiday at the works?" he said with a snicker. Daisy rolled her eyes and said, "You probably be bored by it." Duck didn't say anything. He knew exactly what she meant.